The interview magazine cover you're talking about, I think, is the one where she was basically semi-naked in front of the American flag, and I thought that was pretty distasteful, actually. It was about the American dream, and I thought, well, if that's the American dream, we're all screwed. I mean, in America.
And I agree with that, and I got there, and that's the reason why this Tuskegee experiment of such that's happened to the black community, where they took the fathers out of the home and the leaders out of the community and have torn apart the community. Now they've seen that's worked, and they're doing that to America. They're attempting, they're trying.
I mean, that interview.
Hey love, it's your girl Jessica. Is Kanye West on the brink of one of the most expensive breakups in celebrity history? Rumors are swirling that his whirlwind marriage to Bianca Censori might be heading for a dramatic and costly end. From shocking public appearances to alleged behind-the-scenes control, the story keeps getting more twisted by the day. But the biggest curveball of all might be that they never signed a prenuptial agreement, which could mean Bianca walking away with a jaw-dropping fortune. Stick around, because these new revelations could flip everything we thought we knew about Kanye and Bianca on its head. For months, Kanye West seemed to vanish from the public eye after making a series of controversial statements that shook his career and tarnished his once towering reputation. Then, out of nowhere, news broke that he had quietly married Bianca Censori, a woman few had heard of before. Close friends, family members, and fans were equally stunned because there was no hint or foreshadowing that Kanye was even dating anyone. One minute, he was single and embroiled in controversies. The next, he was married. For a celebrity who had spent years sharing every personal detail online, this secrecy felt deeply unusual. Before anyone could catch their breath, rumors started swirling that the timing was deliberate. Had Kanye used the marriage to distract from the backlash he'd been facing, or was it a genuine connection that blossomed behind closed doors? As people searched for answers, the biggest question remained: why keep their relationship so private, and what did it mean for the people closest to them, especially their families? Within weeks of the secret wedding, observers began noticing something off about Bianca's transformation. She'd been described as confident and creative, but her public appearances alongside Kanye looked like someone else entirely. The couple stepped out repeatedly, with Bianca dressed in outfits that drew gasps from the public, barely their pieces that many found bizarre or alarming. The stark contrast was hard to ignore. While she displayed her body for all to see, Kanye remained covered from head to toe. Then came the reports that he was dictating everything from her clothing to when she was allowed to speak. Whispers among Bianca's circle hinted that she'd become isolated, losing contact with longtime friends and rarely seen with family. Those close to her suggested that Kanye's control extended beyond just wardrobe choices. It was a total shift in how she lived day to day. Many began to wonder, was this a genuine bond or something more ominous? As the couple continued to turn heads with every public appearance, reactions escalated. Fans expressed worry on social media, labeling Bianca's ensembles as attention-grabbing stunts orchestrated by Kanye. But it wasn't just random onlookers who were concerned. Bianca's own father reportedly wanted answers. According to insiders, he hoped to confront Kanye about why he'd encourage his wife to parade around in revealing outfits, seemingly for shock value. If there was any doubt that tensions were rising behind the scenes, that doubt vanished when rumors leaked that Bianca's father was appalled by the entire spectacle. He questioned why a man with daughters of his own would publicly push his partner to behave in ways he would never allow for his children. This family rift painted a picture far from the blissful romance some early reports had portrayed. Instead, it looked more like a battle between concerned loved ones and an ever-tightening circle around Kanye. Just as people thought they had heard every possible twist, an even bigger revelation hit. Bianca and Kanye allegedly never signed a prenuptial agreement. For most celebrity couples, a prenup is standard, especially when one person is a multimillionaire. But rumors suggest they bypassed this legal safety net. Under California law, a divorce with no prenup can lead to splitting assets right down the middle. And with Kanye's fortune at stake, a split could amount to hundreds of millions of dollars in Bianca's favor. In the whirlwind of speculation, some folks claim that Bianca was always playing the long game. They argue that the sudden secrecy was part of a much bigger plan, one that might see her walk away with enough money to make headlines worldwide. Whether this was truly a calculated move or just a piece of tabloid gossip remains hotly debated. But the mere possibility has fueled endless chatter. Could Kanye really have overlooked such a major detail in his rush to remarry? While the legal intricacies dominate the headlines, there's another layer to this story. Bianca's friends have reportedly been deeply worried about her mental and emotional well-being. According to these friends, Bianca's entire personality changed once she married Kanye. She stopped reaching out, cut back on visits, and began posting fewer glimpses of her personal life, almost as if she no longer existed outside of the marriage. Rumors say these friends attempted to stage mini-interventions, trying to help her see the dynamic between her and Kanye for what they believed it was. But for a long time, Bianca either didn't see their point of view or felt powerless to act. Then came the moment at a major event, allegedly the tipping point, where she appeared in an extremely revealing ensemble and Kanye seemed to parade her around. That night might have shattered her illusions. If the gossip is true, that was when Bianca finally realized how little control she had over her life. Kanye's presence on social media is notorious for igniting arguments, controversies, and everything in between. In this chapter of his life, those outbursts took on a disturbing edge. He allegedly boasted online about having dominion over Bianca and insisted she wouldn't do anything without his nod of approval. Disquieting as it was, the statement only fed the public's growing sense that something unhealthy was happening behind the scenes. Fans and critics alike pointed out the painful irony. Kanye, who once slammed the media for invading his personal life, was now publicly objectifying his partner in a way that many found disturbing. This toxic spiral stirred up more speculation than ever. Would Bianca stay, or would she walk away? And if she did, how explosive would the fallout be? As chatter about a possible divorce reached a fever pitch, insiders claimed Bianca was preparing to make a dramatic exit from the marriage. If the rumors hold any weight, she might be entitled to half of Kanye's assets due to the lack of a prenup. That could mean a financial blow bigger than anyone anticipated, particularly for a star who once declared he was untouchable and unstoppable, even after massive controversies. But is this story the culmination of Bianca's carefully laid plan? Or is it simply another tall tale in the Hollywood rumor mill? At this point, no one outside the couple's inner circle can say for sure. Still, one thing is certain. If a split does happen, it's going to spark legal drama, family conflict, and endless tabloid headlines. Fans are watching every move, waiting to see how one of the most polarizing figures in entertainment handles a second divorce in such a short time, and whether Bianca will truly walk away with a life-altering sum. Kanye West is no stranger to jaw-dropping headlines, but this potential breakup with Bianca might be his most staggering storyline yet. From the abrupt marriage to rumors of relentless control, it's been a dizzying ride of speculation that leaves the public asking, how much of this is real, and how much is a well-orchestrated narrative? Only time will reveal the truth behind Bianca's intentions and Kanye's next move. In the end, this saga is a glaring reminder of how fame, fortune, and private lives can collide in the most shocking ways. Whether Bianca walks away with a massive settlement or this simply remains another chapter in Kanye's chaotic timeline, one thing's certain: the world will be watching closely to see what unfolds next. Go ahead and pull your mouse out, scroll all the way down, and click like and subscribe to get my latest tea that will keep your mouth watery. Craving for more and looking forward to the next sip with me, your favorite host, Jessica. Cheers, love.